Hi, my name is Anoriell and welcome to my channel. Here we do reactions mostly in BL and GL content and mostly from Asian countries. And today we are watching three Threesa trailers from the same series. So it's a GL, a Thai GL called Gap, I think. I don't know if that's short for something or anything else. And yeah, before we begin, it's hair washing day and it's mess. We're all gonna have to live with it. It's a frizzy mess. It always gets like this when it's hair washing day. But anyway, and yeah, I got a request to actually react to these, but I would have done it anyway. But yeah, but I wanted to talk a little bit, and this is gonna be controversial, people. I got into trouble on Twitter for this as well, because Twitter isn't the best way to do long arguments because you have 250 characters and you need to, yeah. So, but anyway, um, so Gap, GLs. As a bisexual woman, of course, I want to see more GLs, but I also understand why they are a lot harder to do than BLs, and it's because of the male gaze. And I know there is whole discussion around women fetishizing gay men, and that's why we watch BLs. And I would argue that it's not that simple. Of course, there are those who do that. Yes, I am not shying away from that. Of course, they are. Um, just like men have fetishized about women, girl on girl, for years and years. Um, of course, they are. But not the main women consumer of BLs. I don't think they're here to fetishize gay men. There is a reason why women write BLs, why women watch BLs, and that is because we wanted to avoid the male gaze. It has nothing to do with us trying to fetishize gay people, or especially men. It's because we want to break from the male gaze. And by taking ourselves out of the picture entirely, when we create something, we are much more freer, and we can't really understand what it is to live like a male. Like we can try, but just like they can't realize the pressure we have, we can't really realize the pressure they have. So when women write BLs, we do it in a fantasy way where we try to see the world as we want it to be, free from construction. A lot of times. Sometimes we work through trauma, and that, could be sensitive because we're writing about gay men, and gay men do exist. So, that could be a problem. But I'm talking the general romance thing here, not the toxic things, the general romance things. So when we do all these stories, when we watch BLs, we come away from the male gaze for a little while. And I talked about this in a channel update. I think it was my very first, the January one, where I said that why I watch BLs is because of that male gaze. Because women's worth, our entire life, from when we are very small, comes down to like one thing: to please a man, to please the male gaze. We should look pretty, we should act a certain way, we should smile a certain way, we should talk a certain way, we should sit a certain way, we should dress a certain way, we should act a certain way in the bedroom. We get fed with this from our birth, more or less. I mean, I remember magazines when I was a teenager, like 12, 13 years old, telling me how I best pleased a man by dressing, behaving, and in bed. there were no talk about how to please a woman or how to please someone you love. No, it was to please a man. That was what my worth was based on. How attractive was I? Was I skinny enough? Did I have enough breast? Was I pretty enough in that dress? That is how my worth is defined in the society. So for women, BL is a way to get away from that, because we're not even in the picture. We are not there. Yeah. And what does this have to do with GL? Well, because here's the problem then. If a GL is produced by a man, or written by a man, he will have the male gaze with him. The whole women's whole worth is designed by how pleasing she is to him. So it would be a lot, about the physical appearance, about the sex appeal. And if a woman writes GL, still she has the pressure of society on her shoulder that my worth is defined by how sexy I am, more or less, how pleasing I am. She can't take herself out of the picture, ignoring all of these things that constrict her. Which is also why it's so hard to do a GL well. And this is why I am hopeful for this series, excited for this series, but I'm also feeling a bit of, I don't know if I should say fear, but dread, I guess. Yeah. And I know this could be so controversial, but there is a difference, because we are living in a patriarchal society. The entire world is living in a patriarchal society. We can't escape this wherever we are in the world. So yeah. Do I wish we had a different structure? Do I wish we could write GLs the way we write BLs? Do I wish we need to take ourselves, do I wish that we didn't have to take ourselves out of the picture? Of course I do. Of course I want more representation of me. Of course I would be joyful if I can have the same experience watching a GL as I have watching a BL. And it has nothing to do with me fetishizing men or gays. Nothing. It's just the sense of mental relief that I get from not being in the picture. The male gaze isn't really there. We are not there. Women are there in the background, like producing and writing and stuff, but the male gaze, that's what I mean, are not there. Like, do you get it? I don't know how to explain it. But I fear it will be here in a GL. I don't think, because no matter who is doing this, we can't escape it in this. And I also, we can have the discussion about the male gaze being inserted in BLs today, because it is. It absolutely is. The grinder generation, that I like to call it, and a few other are taking over, and they have a very specific male gaze, sexualizing men in a very particular way. That's why I love Secret Crush on You. You know that. And that's why I'm giving this a chance, because it's from the same production company. And I trust them after what they did with Secret Crush on You, not letting the grinder generation take over. I trust. I have more expectation about this than I have in any other GLs that I follow or tagged along. So yeah. Okay, this was a super long intro for 3 small teasers that are like 30 seconds each, but I just wanted to, before we jumped into this, if I'm disappointed after watching these 3, I wanted to make clear where my disappointment might come from. I'm not sure if I'm explaining this very well. I don't want to offend someone. I don't want to defend those who actually fetishize gay men, because they do exist. I know. I don't think they are the majority, but they do exist. Yeah, I don't want to making someone aggravated with me. I just want to say that it's not that simple. It's not that simple. We can't just throw out all of these things and say this is the only reason women watch BLs, or this is the only, give the BLs back to the gays, or take the, yeah. Of course I want them to be represented. I would like them to work with the women who do BLs, because I think that would be awesome. Most of the time, get straight men out of it, because there is not a better ally than a woman who writes BL or watches BL, even if she's not part of the community herself, even if she's not bi or lesbian or whatever. I don't think you will find another better ally, someone who will be with you taking down the patriarchal system, because that's the reason she's here. Okay, sorry. Once again, sidetracked again. We're gonna watch this. I could go on and on and on and on about this. Please be civil in the comments if you have thoughts and ideas about this. I don't want like a super heated debate. I just wanted to try to make it clear where I'm coming from. Okay, but let's dive in. I think I will just watch them back to back to back, like tell you which one I'm watching and then watch them, and then we will talk at the end. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the cute, gap cute one. Here we go.
คุณสามไอดอลของม่อน ทั้งสวยและใจดี
ได้กันยัง
สรุปเพื่อนเธออะคิดยังไงกับเพื่อนเรา
ไม่รู้เหมือนกันอะอุ้ย
Okay, that was pretty good. I'm actually just gonna start the next one and try to timestamp it from where we are. I think I'm gonna go into the Fear one, and we will do the Savage one after. So yeah, I'm gonna count it in so I can time it. So sorry if you hear me count here. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
ยังไงความรักของแกกับคุณสามก็ไม่มีทางไปไม่ได้หรอก
เชิญม่อนไปงานแต่งผมกับสามด้วยนะ
And then we have the Savage one. I will count that in as well. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the one I... Yeah, and the last one was the one that I was a bit afraid of, because that was very much a sexualized version, but it wasn't over the top. And I mean, women deserve to look at beautiful women as well, especially if you're bi, like, or lesbian. So I don't mind it. There wasn't like naked bodies. They were kissing and they were pool kissing and all of that. They seem to have taken a few of the BL things that we see a lot in BLs and chuck it on women. And that was kind of what I was hoping for, rather than try to, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Do I mind that they, since this might be the biggest, longest proper GL we are getting or have gotten. Like, I know we have 7 projects. It was 1 episode though, so I'm not any. I mean, come on, but guys, she ended up. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but no. So I'm counting this kind of as the first that I've seen or know about. And yeah. Do I mind that they try to sell it with like sex? A little bit. But then again, they do that with BLs. So, I mean, Kim Pors. Come on, people. Kim Pors. And that got super hyped. So do I understand it? Yes, kinda. But once again, I wish they, because the formula will not be the same because of the reasons I talked about in the beginning. The formula cannot be exactly the same here. But I think they still did it pretty good. I know these were so short, you didn't get a lot of. I still don't know what the story is about. Office romance, I got that much. But I still don't know really what the story is about. But it looks interesting. Do I wish they will tone down the sexiness in the marketing and just go for promoting the actual story? Yes. But you have heard me do the same argument with Kim Pors. So that might be my personal preference. I am not here to watch porn, people. I am here to watch a story. I will continue to tell you this like a gazillion times. I am not one of those reactors who will go all, oh my god, they are kissing. Ugh. No. If I wanted to do that, I will. If I wanted to watch porn, I will do it in my private time. There are different sites to do that. I will not put it up on YouTube. Yeah, no. I am here for the story, for the relief from the male gaze. And I will continue to telling you this. But yeah, am I more excited? Am I more comforted by these? No, I was pretty excited before. I still feel kind of the same dread. I didn't get anything that I wasn't prepared for. But it still looks interesting. It is from the same company who did Secret Crush on You. If there is anybody I trust that could do this, it's them. Who could set some kind of standard, it is them. So am I still hopeful? Yes. They didn't crush my hope, at least. I think that is all I got to say about this. I will, yeah, try to upload this and then I will probably turn off my YouTube notification because I feel like I will have a heated argument. I hope not. I hope you will all be very civil and nice in the comments. But yeah. Okay. I will talk to you next time. Bye.